Before we get started, I'm going to acknowledge the fact that I'm probably going to sound very weird in this video, and it's mostly because I'm still sick. But, we are not going to allow this sickness to jack up my upload schedule any more than it has already. So, we're going to get into it. What is up, you guys? Welcome to The Collective. My name is Furman, and in this video, we are obviously talking about Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. But before we get started, don't forget to like this video, share this video, and subscribe to my channel for more awesome content just like this. Alright, let's get into it. Okay, so obviously I've talked about Dragon Ball a couple of times already, and I'm a huge fan when it comes to Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, not really Dragon Ball GT because that's the worst thing ever. But this game threw me for a loop. When they first announced it, I was basically like, alright, it looks okay. I'm going to stay with Dragon Ball FighterZ because that is the true best game ever made when it comes to Dragon Ball. And I still honestly do believe this. I still hold this true to this day. But after playing this game, that opinion might have changed slightly. Okay, so you guys obviously know, because I've mentioned it all the time, that I got to go to PAX West last month, August, September, and this was one of the games that I got to play. I got a chance to hit that booth, and I did the awesome pose with, Goku and Jiren, which was really cool, and I also got to play the game itself, and that is when I was convinced that this game was going to be really good. I'm not really, this might come as a shock to you, but I'm not really a huge fan of the budokai tenkaichi games. I prefer the budokai games because they're kind of side scrolling, it's like traditional fighting game style, whereas the tenkaichi series is basically, you got a big open map and you're kind of fighting all over it. So essentially what they were going for is they were trying to achieve what actual Dragon Ball Z fights were, but they were limited to certain movesets and stuff like that. So I just never really got into it, never really was a fan of it. But now that I got a chance to play this one, this is kind of starting to change a little bit. First thing that I noticed is that the game is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, it is just a beautiful game to play and a beautiful game to look at. Now, there are, a couple little discrepancies here and there, like whenever you go underwater, nothing changes. Like it doesn't even affect your player at all. They don't talk differently. They act like they normally do. So, there's just a couple little nitpicks here and there, kind of like that. But other than that, the game is just a blast to play. Another thing that's kind of a nitpick, but it's, it's something that comes with the territory. It's something that you need to expect when it comes to these type of games, is there is an extensive training mode. So, I highly recommend that before you even try to play this game, you at least go and you try the training mode and you learn how the game plays. You learn the basic moves, how to block, how to punch, how to throw ki blast, how to charge. It doesn't just try to teach you those things. It also tries to teach you the more in-depth things. Like there's certain ways to parry, and there's a way to parry a parry. Like there's just a lot when it comes to this. So the training mode is very extensive, and it can be a little daunting at first, but I highly recommend to just spend 30 minutes or an hour and just play the thing so that you can fully know how to play this game. One of the best things when it comes to this game is the fact that the character roster is basically like almost 200 characters. And yes, we are highly aware that 50 of the characters is just Goku. It's a Goku reskin, or it's Goku's brother, Goku's dad, Goku small, GT Goku. It's a million Gokus. But there are a lot of really, really cool characters that you get to play as. Now, you guys know me. Obviously, my favorite characters when it comes to Dragon Ball Z, I love Goten, even though he is potential-wise the greatest, but they just don't do anything with him. They just kind of hate Goten. But Goten's in there, and they got Teen Gohan, which is highly favored character. We have both versions of Trunks, or I guess I should say all three. We have the young Trunks that hangs out with Goten. Then we have future Trunks, the cool one. The one that's like jacked, and he looks like a straight up gangster. You even got his long hairstyle and everything, not just the short version. And there is also Future Trunks 2.0 or Beta Future Trunks. And the colors look cool. His blue hair looks cool and all that. His new transformation looks cool too, but they kind of killed my boy. They massacred him a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. And then obviously I am a huge fan of Broly. Broly is my actual favorite character in the whole anime series, and I love both versions of him, and both versions are here. And on top of that, you get to transform into every single Super Saiyan version of it. So you get the one that has like the turquoise purplish looking hair, which I don't even know what that transformation is called. I guess regular Super Saiyan. And then he turns into like rage mode Super Saiyan and all that. It's just really cool. Same thing with the Dragon Ball Super version of Broly, which is he is just jacked to the brim, like muscles everywhere. And then he turns Super Saiyan, and then he turns Legendary Super Saiyan, which is essentially him with green hair and just rage mode, no pupils. Amazing. This game definitely has a lot of modes to try out. I got a chance to try out the episodic mode where you kind of relive the sagas, by their characters. So right now I think the only one that you have unlocked is Goku, so that's what I'm doing. I'm playing as Goku, and I think I got up to the Cell Saga. So right after Frieza Saga, I just finished Frieza actually, and then I got challenged by my brother to a match, and that's why I ended up hopping off of that. And by the way, I live streamed all of this. But yeah, I got off of that and I was playing with them, and it was a ton of fun. It was pretty challenging, I'm not gonna lie. It was pretty tough. The versus mode is a little bit more fair than the regular story mode. Like, I was getting creamed by Vegeta, and I couldn't even believe what the heck was going on. Like, they don't really give you an option for difficulty. Like, normally I pick the normal difficulty. Depending on the game, I'll pick hard or anything like that. But, I'm looking for a challenge. I'm not looking to get stretched out. Like, no. Like, we buy games for fun, We buy games to have fun. But, yeah, as I was getting through the story, there was a couple times that I had to dip the level difficulty down. And ended up losing rewards because of that, which was super lame. So, yeah, there was just nothing I could do about it. Like, it was just way too difficult. Vegeta was way too hard. He really is the Prince of all Saiyans. But yeah, all in all, I am super impressed with this game. I am really impressed with the online too. The online works very well. The few matches that I got to play against my brother, it was a lot of fun. And, we didn't really have any, like, frame drops or anything crazy happen. No glitches, no weird things, and we're still in the early access of this game too, so it's pretty impressive. They did a good job. Yeah, so if you guys are thinking about maybe getting this game or kind of wanting to play it, it does come out in a few days. I think it comes out in like 3 days. Well, for you guys it'll be like 2 or 1 days. I know English. But yeah, this game is absolutely awesome, and I am looking forward to putting in some time, putting in some hours, and seeing how far this thing goes. There's a lot of characters that haven't been unlocked also. I forgot to mention that. Which, at first I'm just like, wow, that kind of sucks. But at the same time, it reminds me of the games of old when you actually had to play the game to unlock characters. And that is awesome. That is really cool. It almost adds to the game. It gives you a reason to play the story mode, essentially. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that. Right, guys, that is the end of the video, and this month has been kind of insane. Like, I've been having a hard time keeping up with all of these games. I mean, we had Echoes of Wisdom come out a few weeks ago, Marvel vs. Capcom Collection, then we had Warhammer that just dropped. I mean, holy cow. And October is super stacked too. You know, I just picked up Silent Hill 2. Obviously, the game that we're talking about right now drops in October too. So yes, this also. And then on top of that, I did manage to pick up these bad boys too, which is basically reprints. So yeah, super cool. Oh, and also, I don't know if you guys saw the short, but yes, your boy is sponsored, and I was sponsored by Kesco, which is a company that makes card games, but like really cool card games. So I'm going to be doing a video on these. Oops, put the box upside down. But yeah, I'm going to be doing a video on these because this game is really cool. And they were nice enough to send me this guy and also this, which, you know, I'm a huge sucker for Mega Man. Anything Mega Man, more so Mega Man X, but you know, Mega Man 2. I love the Blue Bomber. Alright guys, now that is the end of the video, and as always, do not forget to like this video, share this video, and subscribe to my channel for more awesome content just like this. And we will see you guys on the next video. Peace! You know, there's even more games that are coming out. I think I'm forgetting some of them, but obviously, Dragon Quest is one of them. That comes out next month, and then also, the PS5 Pro is coming out next month too, which is, you know, I'm pretty excited for it. I know a lot of people aren't, understandably so, but I'm excited for that too. Also, Suikoden is coming out, although I think that might be next year. And I think Nintendo's doing another partner showcase or something like that this week. So that's going to be exciting. And they did mention the fact that no Switch successor was going to be mentioned. So stop asking for it. Just wait. They got to get through the holiday season. They got to rake in as much money as possible before the new Switch comes out. Alright. Bye-bye. I'm going to go die now.